Alright everybody, this is the second part of the video. Like I said, I'd pull one of the wheels off so you could see the rotors and the calipers. I mean, they're really nice. They look really good in person. If you do order these for your cup racer, I don't know if I can pick them up. I thought they were just aluminum plated, chrome plated plastic. The rotors are metal, and they do look like they have digs in them from the brake pads, which I was not expecting that. I mean, it's really realistic looking. Let's get the headlights on here, and I'll shut the big lights off, and we'll turn it over to there. But first, before we do that, we are going to take a look at some of the parts that I've had to replace. Luckily, the new body came with a chrome tree. I already had the chrome tree from the other body. Front bumper made out of your standard plastic that's chrome plated. My suggestion, not to run into a curb with this bumper, as it will shatter. I had to make one myself. You can tell that theirs is a lot longer than mine, but I guarantee you mine will outlast theirs because mine is made out of solid brass that's been soldered together. The only thing that I really think will fall off are the corners, and I highly doubt that's going to happen. I painted them black along with the mirrors and the rear bumper. It gives it a little bit more of an aggressive look, which I'm really into the aggressive look of cars. Here's the, see if I can get a front shot. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a yellow glow. Oop, dropped the body. There's a yellow glow in the headlights. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm trying to get it so you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. See how the headlight's clear and the inner light's kind of a yellow? It's a yellow glow LED from Radio Shack. You get them in your sets, your $299 set of LEDs. It's a multiple assortment of LEDs. The headlights are 15,000 MCD, which are super white. Taillights, I just got the taillights in it right now. I'm not buying those LED kits. They're 20, 30, 40, even I've seen them up to $60, and who really cares if they flash? I mean, some people do, some people don't. It's your preference of how you want it, but I wanted mine to stay on solid. A shot of the bumper, not the bumper, but the exhaust that I made. Like I said, I don't buy anything that I don't need. I just make it because I know I can. It's got a custom painted burnt tip. Looks really good in person. I don't think you're going to be able to see it that well on the camera. I mean, it looks really good in person. But let's get these, get this body on there. Get it to where you can see the LEDs. I also added tape, pinstriping tape, to make a roll cage. I mean, I made it out of brass. That was the mistake. I made it too big, and it was really heavy. It weighed just about as much as the radio system without the batteries. So that's not going to happen again. Another thing I left out, the custom homemade brass and soldered spoiler done to match the car. This spoiler is homemade. You cannot buy this. Well, you could if you wanted to send me the money, but I really doubt you guys want to do that. They do make them. They're like 20, 30 bucks for a spoiler. I just, like I said, if I can make it, I'll make it. I'm not really worried about it. I mean, it looks pretty good. Here is the one that was on the blue one, which is a curved single deck spoiler, black risers, black sides, little dots for the screws. This one's made out of aluminum and JB Weld. JB Weld took 16 hours to dry. Really couldn't wait that long, so went to a local hardware store, bought a pencil torch, and soldered the spoiler and of course the exhaust. Go ahead and throw the car on. Let's see if we can get these lights working for you. Let me turn my big lights off. Yeah, I know it got kind of dark in here. Lighting in my house is kind of crappy, so but I'm going to turn these on and show you the headlights and the taillights. Okay, as you can see, they are really bright. It's amazing for 9 volt. I mean, they actually look like projection. I'm going to take a cover up these so you can see the yellow glow in the high beams. And then, of course, the 15,000 MCD headlights, which are blue. They're white, but my camera's picking up a lot of the blue that they have in them. 800 MCD taillights, wide angle red. They're a little bright. Got some red out off of eBay that I used on my personal car. I'm going to put some back here to kind of tone down the light. But that's the headlights, the fog lights, and the tail lights. Go ahead and turn this off and turn the big lights back on. And now we'll go into the detail on the body. As you can see, I've got the black lines around the doors, on the hood, right here on the fender and the front bumper, or front fascia I should say. My suggestion when you do this, it's easier to use pinstriping tape on the inside. Mine are on the inside. Take pinstriping tape and tape off your body line, and then take a black permanent marker. You can do it in blue, you can do it in any color that you want, but if you want it to look realistic, I suggest doing it in the black, because Sharpies are in an enamel base, and the paint that you use to paint the bodies is acrylic base, so it really doesn't eat it. I'm not using an acrylic based paint. I'm using what you use in craft paint, which is Createx. It's a nice paint. My suggestion is, if you get Createx, you use a regular spray paint clear coat, like Duplicolor Wheel Clear. That seals the inside of the body, so it kind of gives it a textured feel, but it seals the Createx and doesn't allow it to chip, which is nice. And I found out trial and error with different paints, and this is a nice paint. It doesn't need a self etch to it. Doesn't need to be thinned. It's an all out nice paint. It works really good. That's basically it, other than the sponsor decals that I got off my X-Mod that's been retired because it got to the point to where I didn't want to put any more money into it, so that's what happened. It just got retired. Custom made Nismo tag. The red I was going to use was really close to this red, so the O is silver. And of course the leave-in license plate. But that's basically it. Tell me what you think. Oh, and another thing that I would like to do if somebody's got any ideas on how to do it, the backfire system for the muffler. I'm running a brushless, so I'm not really sure how to tie into it. If you've got a brushless, maybe you can help me out. Tell me where I'm supposed to tie in so I can get that backfire in the exhaust. That's really all I'm missing is that. But thanks again. Any questions that you guys have, ask me. If I have any questions, I'll ask you. But basically, that's my cup racer. Tell me what you think.